Hey everyone, I'm Molly and welcome to your practice. Today is going to be a 15 to 20 minute class. It's called Salutation because we'll be working through some very kind of sweet and familiar vinyasas and kind of sun salutation variations. Grab whatever props you need. It might be nice to have a bolster or a block at the top of your mat for your halfway lifts just to bring the ground up to you, and then set your space up, put on some music or light a candle. Anything that you need to do to bring your body and your energy and your presence into this space, into your practice. And during this class, since it is a little bit ritualistic, let that be an embodiment in your body. So I like to think of these practices a little bit like my body is a living, moving prayer. So if each time you get to the top of your mat or revisit a familiar posture, if you want to set a mantra or just kind of check in with your intention throughout the class, that would be beautiful. And we're going to get started standing at the top of our mats. Feel your weight shift from foot to foot, just swaying side to side. I'm going to try to find a part of the mat that isn't squeaky. So you can close your eyes here, swaying your hips side to side, taking a few breaths just to land in your body. Bring your hands to heart center. And then start to picture your rib cage leading the movement, taking these snake-like sways from side to side. Rib cage gliding left, and then your head and neck follow, rib cage gliding right. Really inviting a sense of embodiment. So what does it feel like to be in your shape, in your energy on this day, and caring less about what the postures look like? Blink your eyes open, sweep your arms overhead, engage your glutes slightly, and root your hips up and back. So instead of really finding a back bending, we're gonna lift up through our glutes and fill up through the back of the heart and the rib cage. Slight bend in your knees. Take a few breaths to land here. Fill your body with breath. Ground down through your feet and lift up through the crown. On your next exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hips drive back, belly lowers down onto thighs. This is a great spot for a prop if you'd like. Let your head hang heavy and shake your head from side to side. Knees are as bent as you need them to be. And your hands are either resting on the mat, on a prop, or you could hold onto opposite elbows. Feel the spine tractioning, finding length. One more exhale. On your inhale, plant your fingertips onto whatever surface you have or your shins. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Crown of the head tugs forward. Nice long spine. And we'll stay here for a couple breaths. So feel your sit bones reaching back. The back of your neck elongating forward. One more inhale. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Push through your feet, breathe in, reverse swan dive. So heart leads the way forward and up. Inhale, arms overhead. Take that natural curve of the spine. So instead of pressing your hips forward and leaning back, we're actually doing a little bit of the opposite as I described earlier. Inhale here. Exhale, palms to heart center. Moving with breath, take 2 breaths to glide your rib cage from side to side. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms reach up, slight bend in your knees, full through the back of the heart. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, let it go. Inhale, reverse swan dive forward and up. Arms extend to the sky. Exhale, palms to center. 2 breaths, rib cage glides to one side. And then glides to the other side. Let it go. Inhale, press through your feet, lift up through your fingers, root back through your hips. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, let it go. Push through your feet, reverse swan dive all the way up. And then palms to touch. One full breath. Take a sway side to side. And then back to center. So moving through these simple movements, a couple more rounds on your own. You can close your eyes. You can revisit your intention each and every breath or each and every time you meet a certain posture. So filling the shapes that you make with a little bit of purpose. Meeting yourself on the mat today. Sensing your energy and going from there. Maybe you repeat, my body is a living prayer or a moving prayer. And as you move, let that kind of take root. So what does that mean to you? How do you inhabit yourself? The physical nature of your bones and your skin and your muscles. The energy that you take in and put out. The state of your mind and your emotions. How can you dedicate all this to being a little bit more alive and full and free in yourself? Let's go a couple more rounds. Letting yourself let go of the constraints of time and get into the flow a little bit. And let's take our final round together. Find yourself eventually standing all the way upright, arms stretching overhead, hips lifted up and back. Exhale, palms to center. Shift and glide from side to side, whatever feels good in your body. And then release to center. Push down through your feet, lift up through your arms. Take up space through the whole thorax, your whole torso. Exhale, dive down. Knees are bent, belly lands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let it go. Head hangs heavy, and then push through your feet, reverse swan dive, heart leads the way forward and up. Fingertips to sky. Exhale, palms to heart center, close your eyes. A simple check-in. Noticing how you feel. Offering yourself a chance to shift anything you need to shift in this class going forward. And eventually, blink your eyes open. remove your prop and come down to kneeling. So lowering onto knees and the tops of your feet. You could tuck your toes if you'd like. Bring your knees out a little bit wider. We're gonna move between virasana and child's pose. So again, just feel your body. Maybe bounce up and down a little bit. Ground down through your pelvis. Feel the physical form of your body on the mat. Maybe slide your hands along your thighs. And then lift up through the crown of the head. So right where a high ponytail would land, can you tug up slightly there? A couple of deep, slow breaths in and out through your nose, filling up the belly and the rib cage and the chest. And then a slow exhale out of the nose. 2 more. Sometimes our minds like us to be really active and almost overcomplicate things, but where does your mind go when you return to really simple, ritualistic movements and breath? It can be really healing. You can keep your eyes closed or blink them open. Inhale, palms to touch at heart. Lift your heart into your thumbs. Exhale, child's pose, slide your hands forward. And we'll land here for a few breaths on the first round. Forehead to rest down, belly is soft. Breathing into the sides of the waist and the low back. Notice in this posture of kind of prostration if anything comes up for you. Any intention or dedication, offering. And then another chance to embody how you want to move throughout your practice and move throughout your day. Simple rhythmic movements. Inhale to lift up, virasana, hands to heart. Exhale, bow down, child's pose. Breathe in, push through your shins, stack your shoulders over your pelvis. Breathe out, slide your hands forward, lower your belly between your inner thighs. Option for a prop here if you want to bring the ground up to you. And then on your own time, with your own breath, we'll do this about 10 or 15 times. Let yourself get into the flow, into the rhythm. Sensing that subtle energy shift between the lifting up and expanding, and then the bowing down, turning in. Again, filling the shapes with something a little bit more purposeful than just alignment. About 5 more. Check in, re-enter your practice. Just a few more moments. Soften for 2 more rounds. And inhale gently rolls you up. Taking space through the rib cage. The belly is soft. Exhale, sink into your child's pose, maybe a little bit more deeply. Final breath in, Virasana. Exhale, slide forward, child's pose. Couple breaths to land here. Notice if you're holding any unnecessary tension in the shoulders and the face and jaw. Maybe breathing down into the pelvic floor and the hips and the glutes. You can stay in child's pose for your Shavasana, or if you'd really like to kind of bow down, we're going to take a belly Shavasana, so lowering down onto your stomach, into crocodile. Palms, back of the hands can create a little pillow, maybe resting onto one cheek. Become heavy, feel the contact between the earth and you, and let yourself rest in stillness and connection. If you're resting onto one cheek, switch to the other side if you'd like. If you'd like, you can repeat one more time. My body is a living, moving prayer. Stay here as long as you would like. If you're ready to transition out, push through your hands and come to a seat, keeping your eyes closed. Find comfort in your seat for just a breath or two. Any wiggles or shakes or stretches you need to take. Feel soft and expansive in your body, and notice whatever you cultivated here, how can you take that into the rest of your day, into the rest of your week. Palms come to third eye or heart center. Take a breath in, heart lifts up. Exhale, bow forward, namaste. Gratitude for your body, for your practice, for a few minutes of space to move and to be still. You can blink your eyes open and slide your hands along your legs, feeling yourself return to the space around you. Take anything else that you need. I hope you feel really great. Thanks for being here, and I will see you next time.